Most self-made millionaires were once normal human beings. They faced the same challenges as you would in the world, and if this is the case, why would they be able to achieve results that most people can't get? This narrows down to the way they think and act. They think and act differently from most people out there, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 practical ways the rich attract wealth, which are steps you should also follow. Number 1. Raise your intrinsic value. Let me ask you, what is the cost of the cheapest necklace out there you can find? You would probably guess a couple of dollars, right? Now, what is the price of a gold necklace? You're probably guessing $5,000 if I'm correct. Now, why is the price of a gold necklace higher than a normal necklace, when they're both serving the same purpose, which is to be worn around the neck? This is because instead of focusing simply on the practical value, they focus on building and increasing their intrinsic value because of the way they are being perceived by the brand. Now, the question is, are you focused on increasing your intrinsic value? Are you focusing on how you are perceived by people? The truth is, we live in a judgmental world. People judge other people in seconds regarding how we are based on our physical appearance, and also on the way we groom ourselves. Your physical appearance is the first thing people see because it's the visible part of your body, so we need to raise our values and self-worth. Knowing this in advance is very important. When you are networking or communicating with investors, set yourself up to win. When you go out for a marketing campaign, always set yourself up to win. When you are going for a board meeting, set yourself up to win. Invest in the way you smell, the way you dress, the way you groom yourself, and also the way you think. Success, first of all, starts with your mindset, and so many people ignore this area in life. It's not like, for example, you would buy a Lamborghini and let it rot in your car garage. You dust and polish it day by day to make it shiny and keep it looking clean and classy. Do this for yourself. Raise your intrinsic value. Raise the perception that people have about you by looking out for yourself regarding your personal appearance and grooming. It's the same way, for example, how people invest so much in Rolex wristwatches than a regular wristwatch. So, the question is, why don't you work on yourself and increase your value and self-worth? This is the first step to becoming rich. Apart from building a rich mindset, build up your physical appearance. Brand yourself. Lots of millionaires out there dress rich by putting on valuable clothing and accessories wherever they go. This is the first step to take note of and practice if you plan on attracting wealth. Number 2. Admire rich and successful people. In life, some people aren't 100% focused on their goals. They have one foot on the brake and the other on the accelerator. They are trying to attract wealth and live a rich and luxurious life when they have a broken relationship with money. And that is why statistics have shown that the lottery winners who go from being broke to rich go broke again in several years. This is because of their poor mindset. They think poor, they hate the rich people, resent people with money for no reason. If you want to be successful, and you are getting jealous when other people are rooting for success, it's going to be very hard for you, because you have an internal obstruction that's going to destroy your plans. Start by admiring rich people. Admire successful people, and watch yourself attract the wealth that you want and need in your life. You can do this by constantly staying positive and watching the steps of these rich people. If you aim to be a millionaire, you probably have a business idea that's going to bring in an increasing amount of money. And you probably have a role model or a mentor whom you look up to. Follow the daily steps of your mentor, their pattern, ways of work, what they do and how they do it. Speaking ill of successful people doesn't pay. It won't increase your wealth, rather, it would prevent you from acquiring that wealth you seek to achieve. Success starts with the way you think and the way you act. When you think right, you act right. When you think wrong, you act wrong. Do not let circumstances cloud your judgments about people. No successful person in the world got to where they are by a get-rich-quick scheme or by stealing money. They got where they are today because they worked hard for their money. They dedicated their time and effort to their business and remained consistent with them. That is why you should admire these people and follow in their footsteps. Watch how they behave and practice what they did to get where they are. If you want to be a singer, your role model would probably be Beyoncé. Watch how Beyoncé became successful and admire her effort. When you do this, you are already climbing your ladder to your success and wealth acquisition. While admiring rich people, don't look down on others either. Don't look down on your friends because they don't have the same life goal as you. Your attitude and perception towards others also matter when you plan on attracting wealth. The final step is to work on your sales and communications ability. Warren Buffett was interviewed multiple times when he talks about one of the best achievements he has ever made in his life, which is on himself, and specifically mentioned communication. Why do I bring this up? The truth is, we communicate every day for people around us. For some of us, communication is a burden and a liability. It costs us more money by opening our mouths because we don't know how to utilize it. Our mouth is our biggest asset, so we should learn how to utilize it wisely. If you learn to communicate well, you pass messages across people in a much easier manner that they would understand. For example, when you're meeting with investors and you try to sell your vision to them, it all boils down to adequate communication. Your success boils down to how well you market yourself to these investors, and to do this, you need to master the art of communication. Saying the right thing at the right time, using the best words when relating, is a skill that is very hard to come by. If you cannot communicate well and pass adequate messages, you would find it hard to scale in your business. Selling is one thing we do almost every day, even if it's not regarding wealth. For example, when we recommend a restaurant to our friends, when we recommend a boutique for our family, or when we are selecting the best shoes to buy. In essence, you must work on your communication ability if you are trying to build and accumulate wealth. This can also be linked to personal branding. Brand yourself, change how you talk and address people. The way you talk could actually attract a different level of people to you. Take a business negotiation, for example. While negotiating, you need to be able to use the right words to achieve what you want. You need to pass the right messages across to the other parties so they can understand you better. And when the negotiation goes well and benefits everybody, you could be admired for how you executed it. When you go in for an interview, having the ability to answer all questions thrown at you is also a plus. When you attend a board meeting, knowing how to communicate with your subordinates is also a huge plus. Effective communication is also an essential tool in maintaining a strong, lasting, and working relationship between friends, workers, and also in an organization. It is an essential need because it helps humans to function and work properly. Communication allows us to understand and gain more knowledge and understanding of useful information, and this is why your mouth is one of your biggest assets. Once you have mastered the art of communication, success and wins would not be far-fetched. These few points simply tell us that effective communication is important if you want to think and act rich. I hope you found this video useful, and be sure to share it with your family and friends. If you loved watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more useful tips and life hacks. And if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section below. Also, turn on post notifications to be alerted as soon as we upload another video.